Hi guys, how you all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have all these tools. I've been wondering what would be going on today. I'll be making a flower pot stand that can fit more than one flower pot because I have a lot of flower pot lingering around. I need to put them together and make a nice stand. And I love plants. I love animals. So I just gotta do what I have to do. All right. So you have they need care. Honestly, I don't see them attractive if they're not into a good pot. Sorry. Sorry. This was an old flower pot that I make. It was a kind of duck thing, but it's getting old, so I need to revive all those. But the plant is still, I have a lot hanging all over the place. And in the meantime, I don't think I ever post a video of me planting all these. I had some seedlings of scallion, pepper, okra, and all that, but I had some on the hillside, but for some reason they're not thriving at all. So I transplant them here, and they're doing well. They're not a lot, but that scallion and pepper and all those are not grass, they are scallion. Alright, so I'm not gonna showcase all that today. What I'll be focusing on right here. Alright, so let me get started. Guys, you may be wondering at this point I'm showing you food and other stuff, but the thing is while I was there my tripod got damaged and I didn't know just what to do, so just tried to think something out of the box and just don't know how to finish the making of the flower pot stand without the tripod, because even while I'm doing this I have the phone in my hand. So I was like, no way, I gotta do something else while doing all that. So I just went inside, and tried to do something until I digest everything. And I said, okay, I just need to just go back after I finish eat and just make it and then video and tell you exactly what I did and all that. Guys, honestly, I wanted to show you exactly what I was doing from start, but what happened to me accidentally, my tripod broke and I don't have one of those fancy cameras, so I have to do it on my phone. I don't have a photographer, so I have to do it myself by my tripod. Okay, so what happened is I connect all my boards together. It was a bit challenging, however, I managed to finish up, paint a little bit. My veranda is somehow gray with a little dash of blue and white. So I wanted to contrast it with some of that. I didn't have the blue that I wanted, so I mix white and the dark blue and I get this blue. I also mix black because I had black and white and I get this gray, and I managed to put these tiles in. However, the tiles that I wanted to use was tile you're looking at right there, but I had 3 leave out of the box, so I said okay, it's a perfect opportune time to use them here. What happened is that 2 of which broke, and then the last one I was cutting it and it break as well. Here it has a crack, big crack. So what I did, I tried to glue it, but somehow it's somehow solid to a point, because but it's not really neat. But as soon as the pot go on it, it will cover that. So that is that. So I get another one, somehow looking like it. It's not exactly the same thing. Oh. It's not exactly the same thing, but it can work. That piece of wood, like it seems like it's a part of it, but it's not. So as I said, I capture the gray, same gray. Started come a little different, but I'm gonna put it in this corner right here. The top, the other tile, however, too narrow. This is a 20 by 14, and actually the tiles are it's not even 18 by 18, it's like 7.5 somewhere there by 17.5 by 17.5. So I just have to do some adjustment, because even if you look at this one, it's sort of hanging over there, but I sort of paint it to complement it right there. So it's now time for me to that's fine. It's time for me to put my flower pots on. So I'm gonna do that. This thing is dust. Because after doing all that, I still go back and cut a piece off that was hanging somewhere here. It's not even look too bad. So I'm just gonna do that and put my flower pot on. So thank you for watching this short video. Hopefully you see what you can do at home, not having your flower pot lingering around all over the place. You can just make a simple flower pot stand like what I did. And actually I had those 4 pieces of board that I show you from start, but it wasn't enough. What I did as a pallet, so I break up the pallet. I even wanted to show you all that. I break up the pallet and just make some stuff out of it. That's why I was able to do all these little bracket and stuff easier for me. That's the palette, you know, you think that you put on. Part of this is the palette as well. You can see that's the palette itself. I use the palette to do what I want, and it works out great because I use it to rest these on it instead of to drive the nail from the back. Actually drive from the top, and it sits well. So it was pretty easy for me to use instead. I also use it, I cut the boards and use it to do these stands. All right, this is just a brace actually, so I managed to get 3 space out of it: the top, this piece, and the bottom. All right, so stay tuned now. I'm just gonna assemble my flower pot on and you'll see the finishing. Also guys, I don't want to miss out anything. If you realize that I actually use my cutter, yes, I use this cutter to cut the tile, to fit them in place. The white paper that you're looking at is actually a template that I use to mark out everything. And the ends, I get all these curves and all that for even both of them. You see, I didn't want to just put it down and have the space hanging, so I cut the space so the wood can drop in between. All right, if you find this interesting, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you're watching all the time and you're not a subscriber, what you waiting for? Please do subscribe. Thank you very much. Guys, this is my final piece. This is my final piece.
So no, so this bad.
That's it, guys.
So no, so this bad.
Say the price of saltfish sky high. So you know what me do? I buy salt mackerel. Alright. I'm sure how to do the salt mackerel because me have breadfruit a fry. Roast breadfruit a fry. Right? Me come from Mobile. Don't ask me get breadfruit from. So yes, while frying my roast breadfruit, I make so many different stuff that morning. Addition to the salt mackerel, I have I put in a franks. I didn't cook the franks, but I did boil the salt mackerel, clean him up a bit, dice him up with the franks, with that, and then I grab an onion and clean up the onion a little bit. Then I dice it up very, very small because, of course, I'm just going to use it make some fritters. Put it on top of my franks and salt mackerel there. Oh, this is just one thing. And then I put in some flour, stir it up a little bit, add in some black pepper, stir him up. Time to put in some water, mix him down, then, sort of fry him somehow. That's the last of it. And time for the salt mackerel preparation. So, as I said, the salt mackerel already cooked. So I'm dicing up some more, seasoning, my onion, my scallion, garlic, tomato, my bell pepper, and then, also put some carrot in it, and of course some okra, and then add them in the oil, one after the other, allowing them to saute a little bit. So after I did all that stirring up, I gently add a little water to it. And then after adding the water, I cover it up just for it to kind of steam down a little bit. As I said, my mackerel is already cooked, but I like a little touch of ketchup. So I put some ketchup in and then cover him down back again after putting the salt mackerel. So stir it up a bit before I cover him down. It's not too long for me to sort of enjoy all different type of thing in my food that morning. Oh Lord. Feel like a little mini feast, right? So yeah. So that's it, guys. And I did enjoy it with some Horlicks tea. Yeah. That is it. Serve out.
Ross, so this bad.